Sunrise. It's Andrew here with your small group questions for this week as we work through Genesis 48. So we're starting this progression towards the end of Jacob's life as our final three chapters kind of show the end. It shows his blessings. Here specifically we're going to see the blessing of Joseph through Ephraim and Manasseh. Then we're going to see the blessings of all 12 of his sons. And then we'll see his final death, burial, and the conclusion of the book of Genesis. But for us, as we dive into 48, why does Jacob bless Manasseh and Ephraim? Why does he adopt them into his family? What is the point of this move by Jacob? And as you're reading this text, he begins to reminisce a little bit, and he reflects back even on Rachel. So we're talking, it's been 30 plus years, and yet here we are reflecting back once again on Rachel, his true lasting love, if you will. Why does Jacob reflect on Rachel here? What is the significance of this moment in the whole of chapter 48? And then as we work through, we see the blessing, as we said, of Joseph through the sons. What are some of the things that stand out in this blessing and in this moment compared to other deathbed blessings that we've seen, specifically Isaac when he blessed Jacob over Esau? Some of the dynamics there. What are some of the similarities and differences in these two moments? And then even the wording. So as you hear Jacob's blessing on the two boys, what stands out in the words that he chooses? What are some of the things that we can draw in Jacob's reflection on God and his own life? And some of the parallels that we see to our own realities in our experience with God. There's the angel mentioned here. What's the significance that we can see in this? Again, there's a lot crammed into those two verses that you can really dive into and kind of see God's beauty and work in Jacob's life. And of course, moving through there, we have the significance of Ephraim over Manasseh. How does that work itself out throughout the history of Israel? You can dive into some of the little pieces there. And then, of course, as it wraps it all up, Jacob gives Joseph a specific land. He gives him a specific piece of property. Again, lots of questions over where this exactly is, but it is in the land of Shechem somewhere. So what does that mean? What's the significance of Joseph being given a specific allotment? We haven't seen any other allotments yet that we'll get to with the first audience, but this specific land given to Jacob, or from Jacob to Joseph. So what's the significance of the land? What does it make you think of? What is Jacob doing in this moment? And so ultimately, as you work through this text, we just continue to see much of God being put on display at the end of Jacob's life. So what are some of the things that stand out in that way? So hope you'll dive into the text again, hearing the sermon proclaimed on Sunday, and then working through the end here as we come near to the death of Jacob. Can't wait to worship you guys on Sunday. See you soon.